Hi, I'm Sarah. You guys, it's cast reveal day for Big Brother 23. We've got to go through the cast. This is going to be our first impressions video. We are just getting photos and bios. So let's dive into that in just a second. But first, if you are new to this channel, please click subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and lets other people know that this video is not a piece of crap, that we have information to share, and that we're having fun doing it. And so I would appreciate it. Also, you guys, we have new merch in a new place called Spreadshirt. Link below. Check it out. Get excited for the new season with new Nerdtainment merch. And also, if you're interested, we have a Patreon with a really fun Discord where we chat. It gets real hype during Big Brother season. So if you are interested in talking more with this Nerdtainment community, I'm in there all the time. Check it out. Head over there. It's also really, really cheap. But you guys, what's really important today is this cast. How are we feeling? The fun begins. That's right. Oh, very good question, Benjamin. David is at work, but he will be joining me tomorrow. David and I will be live tomorrow to do a deeper dive into the cast. This is just first impressions. Everything has just been thrown out on the internet this morning, but tomorrow we'll have more information, hopefully even some like video interviews and stuff. That'd be great, CBS, if we could get a little bit of that. So yes, tomorrow, look out for David. That's exciting. Hi, guys. Everybody. How are we feeling about our first impressions of this cast? Trying to make sure I'm saying hi to everybody. I'm sorry if I've missed some of you guys, but the chat is hopping. So I was diving into making some visuals for you guys. You know, I'm a visual learner. I know a lot of you are. I wanted to have good visuals for this video. And then I ran out of time. So I think I did more than half the cast. So we got really fun visuals for more than half the cast. And then we'll just hop over to the website for the rest of the cast. In true Sarah fashion, you know, it's always just a little more fun than perfect. How about that? How about we put it that way? I'm seeing a lot of love for Azzah. Is that how we pronounce her name? Because I want to say it like huzzah, Azzah. She does seem really awesome. And she's going to be up here second. We're going to try to go in alphabetical order. So let's see what we've got so far. So starting with Alyssa. She is 24 from Sarasota, Florida. I lived in Sarasota, Florida for 4th grade, 5th grade, and part of 6th grade. I left in 6th grade. So beautiful town. Love it, Alyssa. She's a swimwear designer. She said she's never left Sarasota, Florida, so I'm excited that you're finally going to leave Sarasota because there's other places in the world. Got to get out of Florida, guys. Got to get out of Florida. And yes, that is how I spell it, Corey. That is correct. Okay, so the questions in the CBS bio I thought were very, very interesting. One of their questions is favorite duo. Why is CBS Big Brother really into duos? They did that promo and they were like, hey, what's your favorite duo? They're asking what their favorite duo is. A lot of duo feeling here. They already announced that we're doing teams, but is there going to be a duo layer that we're not aware of yet? Because I'm really feeling a lot of duo something is happening here. Really giving us a lot of duo stuff. But it's a good question. Who's your favorite duo? Alyssa's is Jess and Cody's. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Jess and Cody as a duo were the only people willing to go against Paul. I don't hate this answer. Her favorite moment is Jeff's coup d'etat. We got a few of those. There's a few parallels here with their bios. Really tells you what episode or what seasons they watched in Sequester is really the vibe that you get. BB11, I think, is an obvious one that they watched in Sequester because we don't get a lot of BB11 answers, and we got a lot of them this year. So definitely one they watched in Sequester. So she liked that coup d'etat. Okay. Her strategy is to win the first HOH. That's a strong, bold strategy, Alyssa, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You know, we used to think that that was really dangerous. We didn't always recommend it, but it has worked well in recent history. So it's a bold choice, and I appreciate a bold choice. I'll put it that way, you know? Yeah, they probably did, but every year was obvious that they gave season 16 in Sequester because all the answers were season 16. So I'm not as sure. I'm very sure they showed 11, but they probably also showed 16. She wants to be in the big alliance. She wants to win the first HOH so that she's included in the big alliance, be in that. I mean, we're all hoping there isn't a big alliance, but if there is one, obviously you want to be in it. But then she also wants a final two with someone who's not in the big alliance. So overall, her bio didn't scream to me that she's a super fan, but it does scream to me that she's been watching for a long time. I mean, she said she started watching when she was 11, something like that. She's either watched 11 seasons or she started when she was 11. So I do think she's watched a lot of seasons, whether she like really paid attention and was on social media or any of that stuff, who knows? But I like the way she's thinking. So she might be a good middle of the road, like gets the game and has at least a good head about it, even if she's not a super fan, you know what I mean? She's a gymnast. Going to be good at comps. I think gymnastics background is really, really useful in Big Brother. Angela was a gymnast. She did all right. There were probably other gymnasts. That's the only one that I can think of at this point. Yeah, we're all going to be a little mad if there's a dominating big alliance. It's not going to, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Season 11 was her first season. And that is a good chunk of time. I mean, she's young. She wasn't alive. Was she just born when the show started? You know. Yeah, we all agree. Who's next? Our girl Azzah. Okay, I'm gonna jump on the train. I'm there. Her favorite duo. Oh, let's start at the top. She's 30. Like a little age on you. I like it. She's from Baltimore, Maryland, and she's the director of sales operations. I don't know. Sounds like a real job. Sounds good. Her favorite duo is June and Allison. That's a deep reach. What's going on in the back? That's going way far. We don't ever hear people talking about BB4, and I am absolutely here for that. Her favorite moment is Keisha's birthday. Now, yeah, that's got to be on most people's top moment list. If not their favorites, is up there in the top 5, probably. I also feel like you can find that on the internet. But if she's also talking about BB4, I feel really good about her knowledge here in general. Her strategy, spot the power players and divide them, boot them, play for herself, not the house, and no showmances. Those are all the keywords I want to hear. You are speaking to my heart. You're making me hot and sweaty. You're making me want to start to undress a little bit here. Like, yes, like feeling this a lot. She's a fan. She's a fan and a fan and a fan. And I'm a fan. And now I'm a fan of her being a fan, you know? All in. No showmances. I would like to see it. I would like to see you stick to that. We ain't got time for that. Fun fact, her grandfather was a polygamist. He had 6 wives and 47 children. And she was like, I have a gazillion cousins. Like, I forget the actual number. I didn't write it down. Yeah, it's early. Wake up. We got things to do. We got things to talk about. And we need a fan. Okay. Let's get one of these fans. Yes. Oh, I don't even know what a Maryland attitude is, but it sounds fun and I would like to learn about it. Oh, let's not jinx her. She sounds like she could win, but oh my gosh, I don't want to jinx her. I don't want to say it. She has like 300 cousins, you guys. Like, yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Let's not give her any bad juju. Let's send her all the positive vibes. We love everything about her. We have very high hopes. We do not want to be disappointed, and we do not want anyone else to ruin what we're loving about her. Brent, for instance, we don't want Brent ruining. Okay. Well, we always have to have a Brent, you guys. His favorite duo, again, start at the top. 28 years old. Fine. Cranston, Rhode Island. Hey, I got some New Englanders here in the Nerdtainment fam. How's that? And he's a flight attendant. I don't know a lot of male flight attendants. That gets me kind of excited. That makes me feel like there is more to him than this bio, because his bio was not given it to me. His favorite duo is Tyler and Angela because of #showmance goals. I'm fine with liking Tyler and Angela because they were a power couple. But when you say showmance goals, then I'm just like, boo. His favorite moment, he couldn't name an actual Big Brother moment, which is also a red flag to me. He said he enjoys the faces of those getting rightfully, in all caps, rightfully backdoored. And that's true. That is really, really fun when people are shocked that they're getting backdoored. That is fun, but not a real moment. His strategy, and these are all his words, I didn't rephrase any of this. His charm is, again in all caps, powerful. His charm is powerful, he's been told. And so he's going to use this for his social game. He mentioned something like he's going to be good at comps, but like he wants to rely on his social game. So again, like there always has to be one of these in the cast. So we're just going to roll with it. You know, we're probably not going to stand this one. Probably not. But maybe there's more to him. Maybe there's more to him than what we're seeing on paper here. And he brings us a little bit of entertainment. That would be lovely. If he could just bring us a little bit of entertainment, that would be great. Now, I did like his fun fact. He was a host for the Rhode Island Lottery. I love this because when I was young, when I was like a teenager and in my 20s, I wanted to be the lottery girl where the like balls bubble up and you like pull it out of the little thing and you're like this, and then you have the lottery numbers. So I dig that he did that. That's pretty rad. And he has a fishing website. It's a fishing website. So, I mean, that's just interesting to me. He likes to fish, but he built a website about it. So he's not just outdoorsy fisherman. He wants to be indoorsy on the internet. I don't know. I find that interesting. So looking forward to seeing this powerful charm in action. And maybe he will just suck me in with his powerful charm? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, Britney. I have some things to say about Britney, you guys. Britney. This is a good point, Ian. Not the worst. Definitely not the worst. Britney, 24, from Niagara Falls, New York. She's a kindergarten teacher. Please keep that in mind. She's a kindergarten teacher. The energy and vibes that you have to be a kindergarten teacher, that's a unique person. It's a special set of skills. And I've seen people online already roasting her, but I'm not a fan of roasting her for those things. We can roast her for other things, maybe. It's early. But she does, okay, let me just jump to it. She does some TikToks and she dances around and she's got like positive vibes. And she's like shaking it and she's like, let's spread positive energy. You're amazing. And I'm here for that. And if you don't like her just because of that, I want you just to sit down and like look inside yourself and just like ask yourself why that bothers you. Because I'm here for positive vibes. I'm here for dancing it out. And that makes a lot of sense that she's a kindergarten teacher. But then once we start reading her bio, I was like, oh no. Okay. So, yeah. She's bubbly. She could be a great breath of fresh air. I don't want to hate on her immediately. Don't get triggered because she's got similarities to Nicole Anthony. Just don't do it. Let's give her a minute. Okay, her favorite duos. She has a lot. Derek and Cody, Tyler and Angela, but also Tyler and Casey, Day and Bay. Hey, didn't mean to have all those rhyming words, but that's very good one. Yes, that one. And Paul and Victor. Okay, that's that takes me back. I don't think about Paul and Victor as a duo anymore. So maybe that was the last season she saw. Interesting. Her favorite moment is BB14 Dan getting Danielle to use a veto on him. And then Ian beating Dan. And then she also said the BB16 reset, the reset button. She's a big fan. So I feel like she has watched a good chunk of Big Brother up to a point. I don't think, well, she saw Tyler and Angela and Tyler and Casey. So I guess she has watched up to 20. I don't know. These are just interesting choices. Her strategy is be authentic and make big moves. Okay, I like making big moves. That's fun. But she's got a lot about like loyalty and authenticity, and okay, that's one way to play. Loyalty can be okay. You don't want to be too authentic. Like, come on, lie, right? Be cutthroat. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Her fun facts is that she has a snow globe collection. She had like a gazillion snow globes. She said the number. I don't remember. And she's a dancer. I put down a dancer because there's definitely a dancer theme. I doubt it was on purpose. It's probably accidental, but we got a lot of dancers. So we might get like a dance performance on the feeds. I feel that in our future. I feel them getting together and being like, let's dance. Fingers crossed it's a good one. Yeah, like I kind of get, before I dove into her bio and I just saw her TikTok, her tickety tacks. Before I had any other info than that, I was like, I love your fun vibe. And then I read her bio and I was like, uh-oh, she's Christmas. But I'm going to go with she's a wild card, and definitely looking forward to seeing her on the feeds and in the house. Reserving a bit of judgment. No, I don't want her to be first boot. I want to see what she can give me. Yeah. So here's the thing about, I might join me over on TikTok. It's where I eat mints and I tell you what flavors I like. Stay tuned. That's my social media coming out real soon. Christian. He's a cutie. He's a cutie. And I saw some pictures that were like, hey, Christian. Like, this is a cute photo, but I was like, oh, Christian, hello. He's 23. Got some more New England here with Harwinton, Connecticut. Do we know it? Seth, do you know it? Harwinton, Connecticut. He's your neighbor or no? What do we know? He's a contractor assistant. I like a guy who can build some things. I'm here for that. Yeah, we did not get a lot of age diversity, I'm going to say. We're still young. Still got lots of 20s here. His favorite duo is Zenki. Well, we didn't get a lot of that. His is different. Amy, is the no just the no? It's just a Connecticut no, or was it just a no? Gotta have fresh breath, guys. Gotta. Great. Check out Christian. See if you can find him. His favorite moment, again, we got a lot of BB11 Jeff's coup d'etat. They obviously watched BB11 and this was interesting because he said Jeff's coup d'etat to backdoor Jessica. Okay. That was not a Jessica. I believe it was Jesse. Mr. Spectacular is who you're referring to, Christian. So hold up. You haven't watched any Big Brother. Okay, got it. You watched what they showed you in Sequester, and you were only half paying attention because you thought it was a Jessica. So, okay. Sure. His strategy is just to be himself because he's a joy. And he rides a unicycle. That's his fun fact. So overall, this guy doesn't know anything about Big Brother. And if he truly is a joy, then that's okay. Entertain us. If you're not going to know about Big Brother, just entertain me and you'll make up for it. Maybe he's got a really good sense of humor because he said Zanky. Like maybe that's his sense of humor. Yeah. Real sad about Jessica. That was real rough. Whoops, Christian. Big old whoopsies. Christie. She is 27, originally from Philadelphia, but now living in North Hollywood. Which is my neighborhood. Not my neighborhood. She's my neighbor. She's the other neighborhood next to my neighborhood. Hi, Christie. She's a professional dancer. Again, lots of dancers in this house. Get ready, you guys. Gonna have some routines on the live feeds. Gonna have some performances. Her favorite duo is Derek and Cody. And her favorite moment was Haley being honest with Bailey about being the hacker. Those two things go together for me to tell me Christie is a very loyal person. She takes loyalty seriously and whoever she aligns with seriously. That is what that tells me right there. She wants her strategy. She wants to get to know each of the personality types. That's an interesting way to phrase it. So she understands reality shows. They're all different personality types and what they respond to. Very smart. And she wants to use her hair loss secret to her advantage. Now, this is interesting. So backstory, she has alopecia and she started to lose like patches of her hair. She decided to just go bald. But she's phrasing it here as she's going to use this secret to her advantage. So I'm not clear, like, is she going to keep the alopecia a secret? Is she going to explain it and use it to her advantage. I'm not clear on how that's going to be her advantage, but interesting. Her fun facts, she's vegan and she has 11 piercings. That's a lot of piercings. Vegan's not really a fun fact, but it is when you live in a house full of other people who are probably not vegans. So I imagine we're just going to hear her a lot being like, where's the almond milk? Can we get more almond milk? And that's as far as that will go. Yes, slop is not vegan. Like slop is just a base and then you add stuff to it. So she can eat slop. That's not a problem. I saw you guys talking about that in the chat. Not a problem there. So I don't know. I don't have strong feelings about Christie. I don't know that she really knows this game that well. I'm not getting vibes here that she knows this game super, super well. Maybe she'll be entertaining. Now, talking about entertaining, Derek F. I've already stanned him for entertainment purposes. Don't know how he'll do at the game. That we will see. But this guy is fun. His stuff online, his videos and TikToks, very entertaining. He is 29. He is a little bit older than the other one, still in his 20s, but on the older side. He is Derek F. Did I say his name? Derek F. There's two Dereks. That's why we have an F here. He's from Philadelphia, and he's a safety officer. I don't know what that is, safety officer. Who are we being safety about? Are you like a COVID safety officer? Like that's a thing now in production to have like a COVID safety person? Or are you like a security guard safety officer? I don't know. Does anyone know? His favorite duo is Derek and Cody. I think that is a valid, we can't poo-poo someone's favorite duo being Derek and Cody. They were a power duo that went 1 and 2, like, yes. But it also kind of just makes me feel like maybe he doesn't know a ton of the game, but that's okay because he's entertaining. His favorite moment is when Jin threw out Dick's cigarettes. Well, now he has to know a little bit about Big Brother. That is a big throwback. And that tells me he likes, I don't know, do I want to call it a fight? He likes conflict. He likes pushing buttons, getting people back, ticking them off. I might be here for that. I think he will definitely play well with others. An OSHA safety officer, that makes sense. Okay. Safety standards. You guys way smarter than me. Got it. I don't want him to go full Devin, but that would be hilarious. His strategy is to get others to do his dirty work. That is my strategy. I am down for that, Derek. If you can do that, he's very entertaining and bubbly. So like if he can get everyone to be his friend and get them to do the dirty work for him, I am here for that. I love it. Wonderful strategy if you can actually do that. His fun facts are his dad is Smokin' Joe Frazier, you guys. You youngins probably don't know. I don't know a lot of boxers, but he is a big famous boxer. I don't follow boxers, but I know the name. So that's fun. That's exciting. And he went viral on a TikTok, and I have seen the TikTok. It's the one about not getting drunk on champagne. He's in it. He didn't post it. Someone else, his friend, whatever, posted it. But there's a lot of footage out there. He's very funny. I would like to be friends with him. I want him to stay a long time just so I can watch him. And hopefully he's also really good at the game. That's right. Smokin' Joe beat Muhammad Ali. So that's something. And he said he knows how to box, which makes sense. Like obviously his dad's going to teach him how to box. So maybe maybe that'll come in helpful with a competition. Maybe. I don't know. If he lasts long enough. Let's keep him in. Oh yeah, I did. I saw him in drag. That's right. I saw that on his video. But yeah, don't do any boxing actually in the house. That's but you know, hopefully as a boxer, you know when it's not appropriate. Here's our other Derek. Derek X, 24, from Baltimore, but he now lives in New York. He's a startup founder. That sounds like he has money. If you are founding, am I confusing founding with funding? But like if you found a startup, if you get a startup started, if you start a startup, if you get a startup start, like how many times can I say that? Don't you have to have money? Or maybe he gets money from someone else and he's just really, really smart. He feels smart and rich to me. This is the vibes I'm getting here. His favorite duo is Dr. Will and Boogie. Got a little Chilltown reference, and I'm pretty sure they didn't watch any of those seasons, so I'm loving that. His favorite moment is Dan's funeral. Loving that. These are wonderful answers. Derek knows his stuff, knows what he's talking about. His strategy, build relationships, then layer in unassailable. Wait, I didn't say that word right. This is how not smart I am. Unassailable logical reasoning to influence people's decisions. Again, I'm not editing these words. These are their words. That's a full-on sentence right there. That's a sentence. I don't even know if I can dissect that full sentence, but sounds like a great strategy. Derek, I don't know exactly what you mean or how you're going to go about doing this, but I love that you phrased it that way. I love it. The fact that you phrased it that way worries me that you are not going to connect with anyone else in the house. That's my fear. You are way too smart for the people who are also in this house. And I really hope he can do the first part of that, build relationships and connect with people. Yeek. One or the other, Ian or Ovi. I hope it's Ian. Hope you do well. He got stung by a jellyfish, you guys, and then ate it. Is that a thing? Like if you eat the jellyfish, the stinging goes away or something? The way he wrote it, it was like he was forced to eat it. So like either he was told it was going to be helpful or like he was at gunpoint and someone was like, now you'll eat it. Which just sounds like a really bad day if you got stung by the jellyfish and then we're at gunpoint and having to eat it. So maybe we'll see, we'll get the story on the feeds. Maybe we'll see that on the feeds. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Good one. Good one, Benjamin. Good one. You're welcome. You are welcome. No, I don't think it's a thing either. I don't think so. Hello and welcome. Yay. Okay, next is Frenchie. Frenchie is 34 from Camden, Tennessee. His real name is something else I forgot already, but we're calling him Frenchie. His last name is French. He goes by Frenchie. It might have been like Brandon or something like that. Any hoozle. He's a farmer. He's from Camden, but now he lives in Clarksville, Tennessee. Last train to Clarksville, and I'll meet you at the station. Nobody knows that song. That's an old song. Okay. He's a farmer, legitimately a farmer. He had some interesting answers. And his favorite duo is Britney and Rachel's hair extensions. Sounds fun. His favorite moment is Dan's funeral that happened to actually be on his daughter's birthday, I think is what he was saying. Otherwise, he got two references confused. I think he's just being funny by these responses. Diana Lee, I love your name. Thank you for our first super chat of the video. Thank you so much for being here. I super appreciate that. Yes, Singing the Monkeys. Hello. I'm so glad that some of you knew that song. He would like to build relationships and then let them evolve in the game, or let his gameplay evolve. He said set strategies are overrated. So I understand what he's saying. Go in, get to know people, and then obviously you're going to have to pivot. He's prior military. Interesting. At first announcement this morning, people were like, Frenchie's one of us. He's on BB Twitter. Then second flow of responses was, Frenchie has sexually harassed a lot of women on BB Twitter. I don't know any of these details. He did not sexually harass me. In fact, he doesn't follow me. So is he really on BB Twitter? That's my question. But no, he is. He was a part of the world, and there are complaints about him out there. But obviously, I have to just report this as alleged information, and we will all have to just watch and see what happens from here on out. I haven't seen any receipts, so I've just heard stories, and also, yeah, his son died, which is awful. That's very, very sad that anyone loses a child. Because he was in BB Twitter at least for a minute, even if it was to harass people, I don't know. He does know the game a little bit, and he does understand the social media aspect of it, which I do appreciate that side of it. So that's what we know about Frenchie. Again, as we are with all of these people, we are waiting to completely judge them once we see their behavior on the feeds. That's when we really judge. That is. Yeah, he does have a good sense of humor, though. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. I had to really read that comment. But thank you, Krista. I do try to be neutral and understanding, but also try to be positive. Hannah, speaking of being positive, I'm very excited about this young lady, Hannah. She is 21. She's from Chicago, and she's a grad student. Her favorite duos are Day and Bay. Great, good job. And Paul and Victor. Again, this is the second person who said Paul and Victor. Who do you guys think of Paul and Victor as a duo? Like, they were for a second, but then like Paul came back in a different, I don't know. I don't know. They were for a minute. So anywhoozle. Her favorite moment, Dan getting Danielle to use the veto, but also Vanessa blindsiding Austin, which, yes, one of my top moments as well. I love that. And Day winning favorite house guest. Yes, Hannah, music to my ears. Love what you're saying. These are all wonderful moments. I'm on board with this. Her strategy, loving this, guys, to bathe in the people's blood, in their blood, bathe in their blood, but in a tactful way so that they don't ever know exactly what's going on. That's a really, really good strategy. I like it. And I want to see you bathe in people's blood. Absolutely. She wants to lie about her career aspirations. I mean, she's in grad school still, so like you haven't achieved those things yet. But her aspirations obviously reveal how smart she actually is. So I understand keeping that mum. and not blowing her cover, because I like this balance of somewhat intellectual, knowing the game, and being willing to cut. I'm too scared to make winter picks because they will then be first boots. And that is just, I just don't want to do it. I just want to do it. That's a fun. Let's put them together. Can they pair up? I'm loving this. Oh yeah, she's the one that graduated at 19. She is very smart. Lots of potential here. I hope she's really, really fun on the feeds as well. Like. A likey. Oh, okay. So that is the end of my beautiful visuals. So now we have to go to the website. This is when I ran out of time and it was time to go live. Wicked smart. She's wicked smart. But she's from Chicago, so she wouldn't say wicked. But you say wicked because you're from Boston? That would be very, very fun. Okay. We have Travis Long up next. Well, I got 2 Garretts in the chat asking about Garrett. That's awesome. I love it. I don't know what happened to Garrett, to be honest with you. Seems like he didn't get cast. Travis Long, you guys. He is 22, from Austin, Texas, but he's now living in Honolulu. He's a tech sales consultant. Okay. He has some interesting stuff online if you're out looking for these people. He has a video. It appears to be a news clip. Like there's a news guy VO of like at this Texas school, whatever school it was. It's in Austin, so I guess UT. Did he go to UT? He was like, Travis is the male something thirsty. What was it? He's like, basically was like talking like he's got all the ladies. And if it is serious, it is like, ugh. But it was so extreme that I have to feel like that was a parody. Like that has to be a sketch, right? A sketch comedy, because it was bonkers if it's real. So I'm waiting to find out if that was comedy, because I mean, it's not horrible if it was comedy. I have to click on his full bio. Is it going to change? Dang it. Now I have to go. Remove. My visuals were so much better. Remove this. And now share this. Okay. Okay, his favorite duo is Brett and Winston. And I feel like that's really on brand for what we're learning about Travis. And that is just, I'm just going to leave that there for you guys. Like that's just, I'm going to leave that there. His favorite moment is Brett making a last ditch effort to stay on the show when he lied on the block and said Rockstar was going to flip and not vote for him to be evicted. That's his favorite moment of 22 seasons of Big Brother. I mean, if he just watched that one season, that was a really solid moment of somebody scrambling. And I do love a scramble. So I'm going to give him points for that. It's a good scramble. And if he's in a bad situation, I hope that he does a scramble. His strategy for winning is forming close one-on-one relationships with people behind the scenes, like the producers, buddy. What are you talking about? Limiting yet utilizing my charismatic personality to connect with people, but also not going too over the top with my friendliness and openness, so I can cruise a bit under the table in group settings. Travis doesn't know the show. His fun fact is he's a published author. He self-published a book on Amazon. I think it's a children's book. I heard Taryn talking about it. And so that's Travis, guys. That's Travis. Got Frenchie, got Hannah. Okay, Kyland is our next one. Kyland is 29 from San Bernardino County. That's not far from here. It's my neighboring county. He currently lives in Venice Beach. Love Venice Beach. Very fun and very expensive place to live. He's an account executive, so maybe he makes some really good money. His favorite duos. Loves the Hitmen, guys. He's a Derek and Cody fan. He says, although I personally am not a big fan of Cody from 19, I did love the showmance with Jessica to the point I was excited to see him win his way back in to reunite with her, even if only for a short time. I also loved Tyler's double duos in season 20. Obviously, Angela, obviously, Casey. So I feel like he has seen season 16, 19, and 20. That's what I feel about here for Kyland. Where is his strategy? Oh, he's very wordy. He talks a lot. His favorite past moment, he says, is a cliche answer because it's Dan's funeral, but it's also a very good moment. So, but again, is this something he just found on the internet when he was Googling Big Brother? Because I'm not feeling like his references are solid here. Also loves Frankie's solo battle of the block win in season 16. I mean, that was a good moment, but I think what we're learning here is he's only watched a few seasons. So, and that's okay. Yes, look, you guys are loving him. We've got good vibes from Kyland, even if he doesn't know all of the seasons. Okay, his strategy is to combine the subtle influence of Derek with Cody's charm, Dan's strategic thinking, and hold back on showing how good I am at competitions until I have to, like Casey in season 20. All right, but just don't be like totally under the radar, okay? You don't have to win comps early on as long as your social game is good. But don't be like a couch. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, his fun facts. He's done 2 firewalks across coals and embers heated to more than 1,000 degrees. Woof. Yeah, agreed. He does look like a cutie. Let's go back to his picture. And he could definitely have potential. We got to give him a chance. Yeah, wild card. Agreed. Good thing we do get to see them night 1 so we can form those opinions. You guys, there's a girl named Sarah. Yes. Now, I saw a Sarah on Twitter say she doesn't like when there's a Sarah on the cast because it could give our name a bad name. But I love to root for someone with my name. So I'm going to root for her no matter what because of her name. She's 27 years old from Boiling Springs, South Carolina, but she's currently living in Fort Myers, Florida, which Fort Myers, I've been there. There's not much there. There's not much happening, but she's a forensic scientist. What? Like, I want to hear stories. I want to hear stories. Is she like CSI? Does she show up at a crime scene? Like, what does that mean? I'm excited. I want to hear some stories about that. I'm excited about that. Her favorite duos. Okay. Frank and Bridget. What? Frank and Bridget? Why? And Brittany and Ian. Okay. That's a two sides of a coin here. Those are very, very different. I mean, first off, like Bridget's love for Frank was interesting, but like Frank screwed Bridget. So like how is this a good duo? Maybe she didn't watch the whole season. She stopped watching at a certain point. Her favorite moment is everything Zach did on BB16. Sarah, I want to root for you, Sarah. I want to. Her strategy is that she plans to float. Okay, Sarah, what do you mean by float? Do you mean like really float, like real float? Like an actual floater? Stressing me out, Sarah. She wants to make everyone around her feel at ease and convince them that she's non-threatening and a loyal person. I feel like that's easy. She doesn't look threatening. Once they realize I'm only playing for myself, hopefully it'll be too late to stop me. Okay, I do like that. I like someone who's just playing for themselves and not the house. If she's legitimately floating like a good float, just saw a great floater on BB Can. It can be done very, very well. So, okay, that I'm okay with. If she's talking about that and not just hanging out at the pool all summer and not doing anything. If that's what she means by float, if she actually means coasting, not here for that. Fun fact, she had a severe speech impediment and was unable to communicate clearly until she was 7. Wow. She has a crippling phobia of moths and butterflies. What? Why? Oh, she likes cosplay and she's a seamstress. I like that. Okay, so I have mixed feelings about Sarah. She's cute. She's got a great name. Don't love all of her answers, but definitely going to wait and decide once we see her on the feeds. Yeah? Yeah? No, Beth was not a floater. She stayed loyal to her one group. Definitely did not float to any other side. A floater floats to another side, back and forth. Work with these people, work with these people. If you are loyal to one group of people, you ain't floating. You ain't floating. Got to be able to go back and forth between different groups that are having power. That's how you successfully float. Okay, we just have a few more, you guys. Up next is Tiffany. She's 40, finally. Frenchie was the other non-20 person. He's 34. Tiffany is 40, and I believe that's it, guys. I believe that is our age diversity that they gave us this year. She will actually turn 41 during the summer. Yay for people at least 40. She is from Detroit. She's a phlebotomist. What the heck's a phlebotomist, y'all? This is a doctor of sorts or a scientist of sorts? What is this? Please tell me. I wish. Wish, wish. Wish, wish. Okay. Who are her duos? Hitman. She likes the Hitman. Cody and Derek. Okay, you guys. I know a lot of people have opinions about Cody and Derek. Derek's one of my favorite players of all time. If you don't know that about me, that is something that I don't care. You cannot bully me. I stand by it. So obviously they have watched season 16 in Sequester, and whether you like Cody and Derek or not, they were a very strong duo. So it's a solid answer. We have to give them that. Our favorite past moment is Dan's funeral. Maybe they just showed Dan's funeral. Like maybe they didn't show the whole season. Do you think they just showed Dan's funeral in Sequester? Maybe they just showed like a highlight reel. Is that possible? Her strategy is to learn as much as she can about everyone else and keep my mouth shut. That's a decent strategy. People love to talk about themselves. And if you sit there and learn and take it all in, that is some useful information. I'm liking that. Ooh, she's obsessed with horoscopes. Speaking of, I will be on Miranda's channel in about an hour after I wrap up this stream. And we're going to go through the horoscope, everyone's signs, and we're going to talk about the cast astrologically. So love that she's into horoscopes. She's a cat person, and her favorite color is Tiffany blue. Okay. So that is Tiffany. I'm going to root for you, Tiffany, just because you're our only older person. And yeah. That's a lot though for Sequester. It's usually like 2 to 3. So that's why I'm worried. Although they're in there longer now. So maybe they doubled it up. That makes sense. That makes sense now. I was like, that's too many. Wait, did anyone tell me what a phlebotomist was? Did I miss it? Nobody knows. We don't know. Oh, she draws blood. Thank you. A doctor who draws blood. They get a whole title? That's it? Oh, so like when my doctor's like, oh, we need to get blood taken, go over there and get your blood taken. Aha. Phlebotomist. I don't know how I feel about it either. I don't know if everyone has heard this story, but when I was at finals for Big Brother Over the Top, I was like mid-30s. I don't remember how old I was. How long ago was that? But I was like mid-30s, not old. And the producers asked me how I was going to feel and how would I handle being the oldest in the house or being older than everyone else. And I was like, wait, what? They literally asked me that question, how I was going to handle being old. I almost snapped and was like, what? But then I was like, I'm in an interview to be on the show, so I'm not gonna snap. And I gave them a very nice answer. But like, still to this day, I was like, what kind of question is that? That just shows you their mentality that 35 is old. Whitney Williams, you guys. The white Kerry Washington. Look at her. She looks just like Kerry Washington. Right? She's 30. Hey, not in her 20s. From Portland, Oregon. She's a makeup artist. She's very big on TikTok. Go look her up. I saw some of them. And you might have more thoughts on her because of her TikToks. Her favorite duo is Jordan and Jeff, Jess and Cody, and Brinchel. Okay, so she's getting into a showmance if she's not. Is she single? Because this girl loves a showmance. She loves a couple. Her favorite past moment is Derek's gameplay and Dan's funeral. Stock answers, guys. Stock answers at this point. Her strategy each season and cast is so different. Very true. That it makes it hard to go in with an exact game plan. Very true. You really need to know you need to get to know the other house guests to know what will work. She's a strong competitor, doesn't want to make too many ripples, but she's going to uphold her values. Oh, darn it. And create genuine friendships. But winning this game for myself and my children. Oh, is she like married with kids? Oh, so we won't get a showmance out of her. That's her top priority. Okay. That doesn't sound fun to me. She is a fan? Her answers were very stock answers. I'm not sure. I don't think she knows the game. This is her right here, Casey. This is her. If you look at her TikToks, this is her. Although I think our Sarasota, Florida swimsuit girl, she was a gymnast. I think she's got those vibes as well. Her fun facts is that she was named after Whitney Houston, but she can't sing. All right. She's an excellent matchmaker. She can wiggle her nose like a bunny. Can I? And she developed her own Tillamook ice cream flavor that you can actually buy in stores. How does one do that? It's white chocolate raspberry, which is not a horrible flavor. I'm okay with that. That is Whitney. She has sons, traveling with her sons. All right. That's interesting. Yeah, she can maybe wiggle her nose like Samantha from Bewitched. I love that you know Bewitched. This one is a middle of the road for me. I'm not sure what to expect. Love that she's 30. Love that she's a parent. Like, that's just different. So that's great. And our last one. Here we go, guys. He is cute. This Xavier. This is kind of a stock photo, but there's other photos out there. And I was like, hey, Xavier. Hi. Yeah, she does. Check out her TikTok. I am not mad at the cast. Ain't no mad over here. I'm loving it. And yes, he hot. He is 27 from Kalamazoo, Michigan. He currently lives in Milwaukee, and he's an attorney. Yes, give me those lawyer vibes. The way that lawyers talk, I love it on these shows, these competitive reality shows, because they can make people do what they want and make it sound like they're not manipulating people. I hope he has those skills. I also love that he does know Big Brother, because his favorite duo is Chilltown, but he also says RIP, RIP, RIP Chilltown, rest in peace. Closely followed by the Hitmen. We're okay with that. So he does know current BB events. Like, he knows that Chilltown is RIP. His favorite past moment is Britney Haynes' goodbye message to Boogie after his eviction on BB14, or Danielle Reyes' impression of her BB3 house guest. This is these are the answers I want. These are not stock answers. Xavier, you are hella fine and you have the right answers. You are up on my list right now. His strategy is, from a competition standpoint, only win when he has to. That's very good. Socially make genuine connections and friendships with each house guest. Reiterate that we're playing a game and avoid bringing personal matters. Okay, I'm very good with that. And adapt to the twists of the game as they come. Enjoy playing Big Brother the way it is meant to be played. Oh, hello. Yes. Is it getting hot up in here? I'm loving it. I love it. He's a Taurus. Thank you for telling me. That's important information. He's got 10 siblings. Woo! Oh my God, he was born with a severe clubfoot and had to learn to walk in a cast? Oh, Xavier, just talking to my heart. Yes. Love it. He might have a little Thai vibe in there. Yeah, he might. I am feeling the heat wave of Xavier. It's getting warm up in here. I'm liking it. Busy, thank you for the super chat. And yes, you know what? For you, Busy, I'll let you have him. I love you that much. If it's just between the two of us, I'll gladly step back and you can have him. And I will just watch from here because he's a cutie patootie. You guys, what a cast. I am very excited. Overall, very excited, right? I definitely like Xavier. I definitely like Azzah. That's going to get real annoying real quick. I cannot say her name like that for very long. I'm going to like Sarah just because of her name. And who was the other person I liked? There was someone else I really, really liked. Yes, thank you. I won the virtual YouTube edition of Big Brother. Thank you, Ben. I'll take my winnings. Thank you very much. I'm so excited about this season. They did deliver on the 50% people of color initiative that they put out there. I don't feel like they delivered on any sort of age diversity. I guess I'm never going to get that. So was it Hannah that I liked? Yeah, I think it was Hannah that I liked. What is my BB23 schedule? That is such a good question. So tomorrow, David is joining me for a deeper dive cast assessment. Talk more about that. Then on Monday, oh my God, Monday is our draft. Speaking busied himself right into that draft. So it is going to be me, David, Jolene, Miranda, and Busy drafting on Monday our picks of this cast. Make sure you're subscribed. Get those notifications because we got a lot coming at you real fast. And obviously, David and I will be here live after the live premiere episode on a Wednesday. And then we will fall into our regular schedule after the show starts airing of content Monday through Friday, giving you all the live feed shenanigans, all the gameplay, all the good times. I'm here for you guys. My Twitter is also here. I tweet the live feeds as well. When is the house reveal? I think it's going to be Monday or Tuesday. Might be tomorrow, but I think it's going to be Monday or Tuesday. But that's a very good question, Garrett. It's been so weird this year. Who really knows? And also, like I said, I'm hopping over on Miranda's channel here shortly today to talk about these house guests and their astrology. welcome. Welcome, welcome. If you are new to my channel, I am here for positivity and I'm here for gameplay. There's plenty of YouTubers who like to talk about the drama. Busy is one of them. Want to talk about the more emotional stuff that happens in the house. I don't talk very much about that stuff. I stick to the gameplay and really try to, because that's what I like. That's what I'm here for. So that's that little gist there. What did I miss? Cast over on Miranda's in about an hour. Cast with David tomorrow. Draft on Monday. Also, Survivor South Africa is still going on. So that's on Saturdays. Chantel from Rob Has a Podcast and Reality Realness. She joins me on Saturdays for that. Average age is 26. What happened? Why'd they go younger? Weren't we saying don't go younger? Didn't we say that? Well, they didn't. But that's okay. We still get hyped at this time of year. We go in with our hearts so excited and we stan the people we want to stan, and then we get disappointed, but we start to like other people, and that's okay. That's just what we do. That's who we are. We can only judge so much here on the surface. We actually have to get to know them, and that's what we will do. They do. They give, they giveth, and they taketh. That's life. That is life. Yes, please hit that thumbs up if you would be so kind. It really does help my channel, helps the videos. So I really, really appreciate that. And like I mentioned earlier, if you weren't here at the top, if you are interested in joining this community further, I have a Discord. If you join Patreon, we chat a lot over there, and I'm heavily on that Discord. So if you are interested, hop on over there and join us. Thank you guys. Thank you. Can't do it without you. Yeah, pretty soon their bios are going to be like, I started watching season 20 when I was a kid. And you're like, oh my God, you're so young. Eee. But again, can't do it without you guys. I appreciate you chiming in and giving me your insight. That's another thing about me. I don't just stick with my opinions. You guys really do help me see other sides and other points of view, and I appreciate it, and I love it. So thank you for that. And if you are joining later, please leave me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling about this cast. Let me know who you're favoriting here at the top, who you're reserving judgment for later once you get to know them. Give me all of that information. Yes. Oh, sorry. Miranda's channel, I just assume you all know it, is Honestly Honaker. Can anyone put it in the chat? Those both start with H's. Honestly Honaker. Honaker. Oh boy. I don't know how to spell. I can look it up. Okay. I have a Google right here. YouTube. Honestly Honaker. Whoa. Google just like suggested that right away. Like it heard me. Ooh. How did it hear me? That was really creepy. Okay. I think I just put it in the chat. But I did it from my dashboard, so it might take a second. Might take a section. Okay. All right. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So ready. I think that's that. All right. Enjoy your day. Bye.